Hello everyone, this is Dipesh and today's topic is SQL injection. We are going to cover the complete things about that SQL injection. So here is the content of our video. So we are going to cover that introduction of a complete SQL and that SQL injection attack as well, and that how we can perform this particular SQL injection attack. What will the impact is the tool that will help us to perform this SQL injection or find this vulnerability into any of the web application. So let's take it from what is SQL. So SQL is the structure query language which is actually used to make the connection between the application and a database server, so that any of the activity like login, creating any database, fetching any information from the server is performed using this particular SQL language. So SQL language is basically used to make the connection or used to make the relationship between the database and the application. So as below we are able to see that here we have the example of a string where we are calling a member of age greater than 30. So that's how the actually SQL works. So SQL is the standard query language, structure query language to perform the database connection. So let's take it for that SQL injection. So what is SQL injection? So when that SQL query is written for making any connection between the client or any of the server, there we will use to perform the particular attack. So we will give some specific character, so that will give us that error, the SQL error, so that will use to check that is this application is actually vulnerable to this SQL injection attack or not. So SQL injection basically is used for that web application attack, and this particular attacks come into that first category of OWASP top 10, and basically it's a critical work where we can perform the authentication bypass bybase and we can perform the DOS attack. We can take the sensitive information of the server and we can perform some other testing. We can perform some other attack as well using this particular vulnerability. So let's come for that impact, that what can be the most impact, most normal impact using this SQL injection. So SQL injection uh, used to get the database from the server. So the attacker, once the attacker is able to find that complete SQL injection vulnerabilities, the attacker will try to dump the complete data of this particular application, and attacker will perform this particular attack to get the sensitive informations like credit card username, password details, or any of the CV detail, or any of the financial or personal information into the application. And attacker can also perform the complete attack for the authentication bypass or for the DOS attack as well. So these are some tools that use for providing the complete automation scan for SQL injection. So these are tools like NetSpark, Impact, and SQL Map and Fuzzer. So here the SQL Map and Fuzzer are the free open source tools. You can use them using the Kali Linux, and we can perform this for a particular application as well. So the tools that we can use that may require that authentication as well. So there is some specific header present in this particular tool. So you can use that and you can perform the automation scan for SQL injection. So here we are seeing that we have the particular parameter password, and we are giving some a weird type of string. There we are giving some comma, we are giving apostrophe, we are giving, or when we are saying one equals to one. So for your information, I want to tell you one more thing, that SQL is completely work over that true statement or false statement. So this is required the complete value as a true or false. So SQL work over the true or false condition. So when we get any of the strings where we will ask for the username equals to user and password equals to password, when we return the complete queries in this way, on the time, what attacker will do, attacker will give that apostrophe or 1 equals to 1. So here this query will get closed and attacker will say, okay, here is 1 equals to 1. This is tells that the condition is true and attacker can perform this particular attack. So without wasting the time, let's go for that complete exploitation of this vulnerability. So I have, let's take this copy here and let's try for that SQL injection attack. So I have copied the payload as per this complete application of our presentation, and here we are seeing there is that alt that deployment of test fair applications. So this is the testing application. You can perform the test over here, and so here I will going to paste this particular payload to this application. So as we can say that I have provided the username and password. So let's give the test. I have given the wrong username here. So we will check that is this particular application is validating that username and the password or not. So login is failed. So we get the idea, okay, this application is validating that username and the password. So now we have given the apostrophe here. So nothing happened. Same here, nothing happened, but we have got a syntax error which is saying there is some error into the code. So we will get this type of error and we can get the idea, okay, this particular application is vulnerable to SQL injection attack. So let's provide it a value. So here I have provided the value where this query will be like the username equals to 1 or 1 equals to 1, and I have copied paste into same to the password. So upon this particular attack, this application will validate the user and the password in the sense that username equals to 1 or 1 equals to 1 and password equals to 1 or 1 equals to 1, which is saying that the user's name should be 1 or 1 equals to 1. So condition will be true in the username and the same will happen for the password. So once we clicked over the logged in, we will observe that we successfully logged into the application. So here is the sign up button and we can access the application. So this particular attack was showing that you got the access and that the user you have got in this particular session is the first user in the session. So that will indicate that you have logged in with a particular first user of database. So that's how this complete attack will work for this. So let's this all from me for that complete SQL injection. And apart from add-on to this, we will have the multiple types of SQL injection as well, like out of wind SQL injection, behavioral based SQL injection, second order SQL injection. So that will covered in another video. So let's come for the complete applications. So here we have to complete other pages as well that we are able to access, and we will go and we will check for that other attack as well into upcoming video. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.